Today I'm going to be going over our mini band series, which is great if you are really doing anything. It's going to help you fire up your glutes, which is great if you're going to be playing a sport like golf or tennis or anything like that. It's something that could help protect your low back as you do these activities. Okay, so there's 6 movements that I'm going to go through here. This first one, you've got the mini band on just below the knees. It's going to be a little bit harder. You could have it just above the knees as well. So either way, today I'm going to have it just below my knees. This first one, what you're going to do is allow the knee to crash in and then pull it back out. Okay, almost like you're trying to snap the band in half. If you notice, I'm not letting any motion happen on this other side. So as I pull out, the band's going to have a tendency to want to pull this knee in. We want to resist that with the opposite knee. So I'm going to have you get 10 in a row on the same side and then 10 on the other. In my stance, my knees are just staying slightly bent the entire time. So 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one that we're going to go through, you're going to be in the same stance. Okay, so about shoulders width, knees are bent. This one, you're going to crash in, let both knees come in and pull back out almost again like you're trying to snap this band in half. You're going to get 10 reps here. And at this point, you're really going to start feeling your glutes waking up. Okay, so 10 reps. So that's move number 2. The third one we have, we're going to add some movement to this now. Okay, so now at this point, you could either keep the band up here. You may need to bring the band down around the ankles to make this one a little bit more challenging, okay? The purpose of this is not to crush your glutes, just to wake them up a little bit, so keep that in mind as you go through. Stance here is going to be about hip to shoulder width apart. Knees are just slightly bent. And then from here, you're taking little baby steps, okay? Think 3 inches. 10 steps, toes are pointed straight the whole time, and always trying to avoid the knees getting into a crash position like this. So keep the knees out, toes pointed straight, 10 one way, and then 10 the other. Notice again, my knees are just slightly bent the entire time, okay? So 10 reps each direction there. Moving on, very similar, just a slight change. This next one, you're gonna be in a similar position. Now we're just standing tall, legs are straight. With this one's a bit harder, so you're not gonna need to take as big a step, okay? So even shorter steps here, just make sure the toes are pointed straight and they're not starting to open up like duck feet like so. We want to keep the toes straight the whole time. 10 one way and then 10 the other, okay? So moving forward from here, we have one more, okay? This one, I want you to imagine like you're standing on train tracks that are hip width apart. So first step, feet are hip width apart. Next step, so I'm on my train tracks. You can imagine these straight lines here. Next step, I'm going to start with my right foot, just slightly in front of my left. I'm in about a heel-toe relationship here. Now again, the goal here is to keep your feet on the train tracks as you walk forward. The band is going to try to squeeze your feet in together like this, okay? Also, your toes are going to want to open up, okay? Your goal is to keep your feet fixed on those tracks. So the feet have to stay straight and they have to maintain their width. You're going to take 10 steps forward on the tracks, then 10 steps backwards. Okay? Once you've done that, you're then going to switch the lead leg and repeat the same thing on the other side. 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, and as you notice, my knees are staying bent, my legs are not straight on this one, staying pretty low. Okay? So these are the movements for our mini band series. If you do these before your activities, such as tennis or golf, it's going to help put your back in a much safer position, even potentially keep your knees in a safe position as you go through your activity. So give this a shot. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.